3 haircuts that will make you look 10 years younger. Sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? But here's the surprising part. Looking younger doesn't always come from expensive creams or cosmetic procedures. Sometimes, the fastest and most natural change comes from something as simple as the right haircut. And I'm not talking about chasing teenage trends. I'm talking about cuts created for women over 60 that highlight your features, respect your lifestyle, and bring out the elegance you've earned. Think about it for a second. How many times have you looked in the mirror and felt like the reflection staring back didn't match how vibrant you feel inside? Maybe your hair has lost volume, gone flat, or just doesn't shine the way it used to. One of my clients, Linda, age 62, wore her hair long for decades. She finally tried a soft layered bob. And when she looked in the mirror she said, "It's not that I look younger, I finally feel like myself again." That's the power of the right haircut. Here's the truth, after 60, your haircut matters more than ever. The wrong style can drag your features down and make you look tired. But the right one? It can lift your face, brighten your eyes, soften lines, and restore the spark you see every time you catch your reflection. And you don't need a drastic makeover, just a thoughtful change that works with you, not against you. In today's video, I'm going to show you 3 cuts hairstylists swear by for women over 60, the soft layered bob, the modern pixie, and the shoulder-length shag with bangs. Each one is low maintenance, face flattering, and designed to give you back that confidence you deserve. So if you've ever wondered, can a haircut really make me look 10 years younger? Stay with me. By the end, you'll know exactly which of these cuts could transform not just your look, but the way you feel every single day. And if elegance, confidence, and aging beautifully matter to you, hit that subscribe button and let's dive into the first style together. Soft layered bob. The soft layered bob is one of those timeless cuts that almost never fails on women over 60. Worn anywhere from chin to shoulder length, it has just enough movement to feel modern without ever looking like you're trying too hard. The secret is in the layering. Those light, face-framing layers soften sharper jawlines, add lift at the crown, and bring back some of the fullness that age tends to take away. Women with naturally fine or thinning hair often love this cut because it creates the illusion of density. By asking your stylist to stack the back slightly, you get that subtle rounded shape that makes the profile look elegant and the neck appear longer. It's one of those small technical details that completely changes how polished the haircut feels. Another reason the bob works so beautifully at this stage of life is that it doesn't fight your natural color. Whether you've embraced your silver or prefer a touch of highlights, the layers reflect light in a way that makes grays shimmer instead of looking dull. Many of my clients notice that after a layered bob, their hair suddenly looks healthier, even without a dramatic color job. Open book. Take Linda, 62, from Dallas. Her hair had grown thin and wiry over the years, and she felt her long cut was dragging her face down. She decided to go for a layered bob, and we paired it with delicate silver eyeglass frames. The result was striking. Her whole face looked brighter. Her smile stood out, and she told me she finally recognized herself again when she looked in the mirror. That's the magic of the soft layered bob. It doesn't scream, "new haircut." It quietly refreshes your whole appearance, lifting the face, highlighting the eyes, and giving you back that effortless elegance that belongs to women who know exactly who they are. Modern pixie. The modern pixie is nothing like the cropped, severe version our mothers or grandmothers wore. Today's pixie is sculpted, light, and incredibly versatile. It keeps the sides neat while leaving just enough volume on top to create lift. That little detail alone works like a mini facelift. Suddenly the face looks more open, the cheekbones sharper, and the eyes brighter. What makes the pixie so appealing for women over 60 is how well it highlights features that already carry strength and character. Instead of hair weighing down the face, the pixie pulls everything upward. For women who wear glasses, this cut draws attention to the frames and eyes in a really flattering way. And if you've transitioned to silver or white, the shorter length makes those shades appear luminous rather than washed out. There's also room for personality. Some women prefer a softer, feathered pixie with a longer fringe swept to the side. It feels feminine, approachable, and chic. Others go bold with a sculpted version, a deep side part, and sharper angles. Both can be stunning, and both say something different about who you are. That's the beauty of the Pixie. It adapts to your style instead of locking you into one look. It's also one of the most practical cuts. Styling can be as easy as running a little mousse through damp hair and letting it air dry. Or blow drying the top for a few minutes to get that extra lift. Most of my clients with Pixies love that they're out the door in under 10 minutes. Coffee in hand. Open book. Take Mary, a 70-year-old from Seattle with fair skin and striking blue eyes. She'd worn her hair long for decades, even though it had become fine and flat. When she finally made the leap to a modern Pixie, she couldn't believe the change. I look brighter, neater, more confident, she told me. Her friends immediately noticed too. It wasn't just about her hair. It was about the way she carried herself afterward. The Pixie is more than a haircut. For many women, it's a statement of confidence and independence. It says, I know who I am, and I'm not afraid to show it. Shoulder-length shag plus bangs. The shoulder-length shag with bangs is one of those rare cuts that gives you freedom while still keeping a touch of softness and elegance. Sitting right at the shoulders. It has layered movement that keeps the hair from looking heavy or flat. For women over 60, this movement is everything. It makes fine hair look fuller and brings life back into strands that tend to fall limp. The real secret lies in the bangs. Wispy, feathered curtain bangs soften the forehead, disguise lines, and naturally draw attention to the eyes. It's a gentle trick that makes the face look more open and expressive without needing heavy makeup. The layered ends also help take weight off the jawline and neck, which is especially flattering as skin starts to loosen in those areas. This cut is perfect for women who aren't ready to go short but don't want the maintenance of long, heavy hair. It's forgiving and versatile. You can blow it out smooth for dinner. Let it air dry with a little wave for a casual weekend. Or even tuck it behind the ears for a more polished look. Women with natural texture, from a slight wave to soft curls, find that the shag works with their hair instead of fighting it. A tip I always share with clients: if your hairline has started thinning at the front, go for curtain bangs rather than a blunt fringe. Curtain bangs grow out gracefully and add softness without emphasizing sparse areas. Open book. Susan, 61, from Denver, is a great example. She had a round face and always felt that her long, straight hair made her cheeks look fuller. After switching to a shoulder-length shag with curtain bangs, her whole appearance changed. Her face looked more balanced. Her eyes stood out, and she told me people kept asking if she'd lost weight, even though she hadn't. What they were really noticing was the way her new haircut reshaped her face. The beauty of the shag with bangs is that it doesn't require perfection to look good. Even on a lazy hair day, the layers fall into place with a kind of effortless chic. For women who want to feel youthful without giving up elegance, it strikes exactly the right balance. When it comes to choosing the right cut, the best place to start is with a little self-reflection. Ask yourself the questions that really matter. Where do I need more volume? Am I trying to soften my forehead, slim down my jawline, or take weight off my neck? How much time do I realistically want to spend styling my hair each morning? The answers to those questions will guide you toward a style that doesn't just look good in the salon chair but feels right in your everyday life. Many women over 60 find it helpful to come prepared with a few photos, not to copy exactly, but to give their stylist a clear sense of direction. Think of those pictures as a visual language. Pair them with words that are specific and easy for a stylist to act on. Instead of saying, I want something fresh, try, I'd like more lift at the crown, softness around my face, and something I can style in 10 minutes or less. Open book. One of my clients, Carol, 64, from Phoenix, brought me a magazine photo of a bob she liked. But she also said, my hair gets flat in the back, and I don't want to spend more than 5 minutes with a blow dryer. With that information, I stacked the layers slightly at the back and kept the length grazing her collarbone. It gave her exactly the fullness she wanted, and she still gets out the door in record time. Another client, Diane, 67, from Chicago, told me she wanted bangs to hide her forehead lines but didn't want anything heavy or high maintenance. By clarifying that up front, We landed on soft curtain bangs that framed her eyes beautifully and grew out gracefully. The takeaway is simple: clarity creates confidence. The more you communicate what you actually need, volume, softness, ease of styling, the easier it is for your stylist to design a haircut that fits your life. Not just your face. Finishing your look goes beyond the haircut itself. The right details can elevate your style and make your new cut feel intentional and complete. Glasses are often the first accessory people notice, and the frames should complement your haircut. A soft layered bob pairs beautifully with thinner, more delicate frames that echo the lightness of the cut. A Pixie, on the other hand, loves a little personality. Bold, angular frames or a pop of color can really underline the confidence of that style. Earrings are another subtle but powerful tool. With a Pixie, statement earrings shine because the short sides leave your ears exposed. A pair of gold hoops or geometric studs can turn that minimalist cut into a head-turning look. With a shag, longer, softer earrings, like drops or gentle dangles, mirror the movement of the layers and add flow around the face. Makeup doesn't need to be complicated. In fact, less is usually more. A touch of blush on the apples of the cheeks and a bright lipstick, coral, rose, or even a sheer berry, brings instant energy to the face. Combined with a fresh haircut, these small touches say vitality without saying effort. And then there's posture. Standing tall, shoulders back, and offering a warm smile can do more for your appearance than any serum or styling product. It's the difference between looking good and looking alive. Open book. I think of Janet, 68. From California. She'd just cut her hair into a Pixie and bought new tortoiseshell frames. When she added a pair of bold earrings and walked into her granddaughter's graduation, she told me people couldn't stop complimenting her, not just on her hair, but on how radiant she looked overall. Or Gloria, 63. From New York, who refreshed her shag haircut with soft curtain bangs. She kept her makeup simple, just blush and a rosy lip, and practiced better posture at her yoga class. Her friends said she seemed lifted, not just in her hair but in her energy. That's the essence of completing a look after 60. It's not about perfection. It's about alignment, hair, accessories, makeup, and presence all working together to reflect the woman you are today. You don't need to turn back time to feel beautiful. All it takes is a haircut that lifts the right features, reflects your spirit, and makes you smile every time you catch your reflection. Looking 10 years younger isn't just about hair, it's about the sparkle in your eyes and the confidence you carry. And that, my friends, is timeless beauty. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 3 haircuts spoke to you the most? Are you #Team Bob, #Team Pixie, or #Team Shag? Drop your thoughts in the comments, not just for me, but for other women in this community who might be looking for inspiration. You never know, your story could give someone else the courage to try a new style. And if this video gave you ideas, if it made you feel empowered about aging gracefully, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps more women find this space. Make sure you subscribe and join our growing community of women over 60 who believe elegance doesn't fade, it evolves. Because at the end of the day, beauty isn't about looking 25 again. It's about standing tall, owning your presence, and letting the world see the radiant woman you are right now. And that's ageless beauty.